Hey, hockey fans, how's everybody doing? Let's review some scores for Friday night hockey, and then we'll make some picks for Saturday. There's 14 games on the board for Saturday, so we got a bit to go through. On Friday, things started off with Dallas and Tampa. Dallas won that game 5-2. We got that one wrong. Philadelphia doubled up Washington 4-2. We got that one right. Detroit over Columbus 5-2. We got that one right. Minnesota edged out a win 4-3 in overtime. We got that one right. St. Louis lost in overtime. They lost me a lot of money today. They lost to Vegas after I thought they had the game. 4-3 in overtime for Vegas. Colorado 3-0 over LA. We got that one right. But then San Jose fell to Arizona 5-2. We got that one wrong. So my best bet was Colorado. We got that one right. The record goes to 39-31. Overall picks were 4-3. Record goes to 304 and 243. Parlays weren't that good. San Jose and Minnesota puck line. San Jose money line. Neither one of those hit. Philly puck line did hit. And then on the other one, I got the Detroit puck line plus 1.5, which I should have done with St. Louis as well. But I went money line. I didn't get it. So the parlay did not hit. Saturday, 14 games. Tons of opportunity. Let's make some picks. The Rangers against Boston. Boston is 7-2-1 in their last 10. Current one-game winning streak. Tuukka Rask has been confirmed to be in net for Boston against the Rangers, who are 3-7-0 in their last 10. Current 5-game losing skid. Shesterkin listed to be in net for the Rangers. They're in fifth with 58 points in the Mass Mutual East. Boston sits in third with 71 points. On Thursday, the Bruins won 4-0 over this Rangers team, and this is the last game of the season between these clubs. The Rangers have only won 2 in this series. Boston has won 5. Thursday's game, Boston outshot the Rangers bad too, 34-15 in favor of Boston. Bergeron with 4 goals in his last 5 games. Krejci with 7 assists, 8 points in his last 5. And the Bruins are only 2 points behind Washington with a game in hand. They're 4 points behind Pittsburgh with 2 games in hand. Boston's going to push. Boston to win the game. That's my pick. Next game, Buffalo against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is 8-2-0 in their last 10. Current 2-game winning streak. Lagus has been confirmed to be in net for Pittsburgh. First time in net for them this season. Buffalo 3-7-0 in their last 10. Current 1-game losing streak. Hauser has been confirmed to be in net for Buffalo. They're in 8th with 37 points in the Mass Mutual East. Pittsburgh in first with 75 points. Last game of the regular season for both of these teams. Thursday, the Penguins doubled up Buffalo 8-4. Penguins are at 6 wins for this series. Buffalo has only won once. Captain Crosby leading the team in points with 6 in his last 5. Carter with 5 goals in his last 5. And the Penguins are going to want these points. With the other clubs with games in hand, Pittsburgh's going to want 2 points here and be able to sit back and see what happens. I'm going another home team, Pittsburgh, to win the game. Next game, we got Ottawa against Winnipeg. Winnipeg is 3-7-0 in their last 10 with a current 1-game winning streak. Brassard listed to be in net for Winnipeg. Ottawa 7-2-1 in their last 10, current 2-game winning streak. Gustafsson listed to be in net for Ottawa. They're in 6th with 47 points in the Scotia North. Winnipeg in 3rd with 59 points. Senators played Montreal on Wednesday, and they won that game 5-1. Winnipeg finally broke their losing skid, which I think was at 7 when they faced Calgary, and they blanked them 4-0. This is the last regular season game for these teams. Senators have won 3. Winnipeg has won 6. Teams played May 3rd, and Ottawa won that game 2-1. The Jets have clinched a playoff spot here, and I don't know how hard they're going to come out or if they're going to try to rest a little before the playoffs. So it's tough to say. I think Ottawa might squeeze out another win. They come out and play so hard, and they're free playing right now. I'm going Ottawa as a dog. Ottawa to beat my Scheifele and the boys Winnipeg team. Next game, New Jersey against the New York Islanders. Islanders are 4-4-2 in their last 10, current 1-game losing streak. Sorokin listed to be in net for the Islanders. New Jersey is 5-4-1 in their last 10, current 2-game winning streak. Blackwood listed to be in net for New Jersey. They're in 7th with 45 points in the Mass Mutual East. The Islanders in 4th with 68 points. Devils have won 2 impressive games. They beat Boston in overtime 4-3. And that was on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, they played the Islanders, and they beat them in regulation 2-1. Final game this season between the clubs. Islanders have won 5. The Devils have only won 2. But the Devils are 5-1-1 in their last 7. And New York's got an attitude of resting a lot of guys right now. So that might bond well for New Jersey here to finish the season with another win. And the team that scores first is likely going to win this game. I thought this was an interesting stat. But out of the last 17 Islanders games, the team that has scored first has won in 16 of those occasions. So look for the first goal. And I kind of think New Jersey's going to pull out another win here. And Islanders are going to rest up. I'll bet on them in the playoffs as well. But I'll go New Jersey here. Visiting team as my pick. Next game, we got Philadelphia against Washington. Washington is 6-3-1 in their last 10. Current one-game losing streak. Vanacek listed to be in net for Washington. Philadelphia is 4-5-1 in their last 10. current one-game winning streak. Alex Lyon has been confirmed to be in net for the Flyers. They're in 6th with 55 points. In the Mass Mutual East, Washington in 2nd with 73 points. Back-to-back teams faced each other Friday, and the Flyers won that game 4-2. Flyers have now won 2 games. The first one in this series and Friday night's game. The Capitals have won 5 games in between that stretch. Capitals only 2 points behind Pittsburgh with a game in hand. I know that Washington has a couple guys on COVID protocol, but I think they're going to be coming off tomorrow. And the Capitals play Philly here, and then their last game is with Boston. Philly will play their last game against New Jersey after this one. But I think the Capitals are going to come out and they're going to win this game. I don't see Philly winning 2 games in a row against this Washington team. I'm going to go the Capitals, home team, to win the game. Next game, we got Tampa against Florida. Should be a good one. Florida is 8-2-0 in their last 10. Current 4-game winning streak. Bobrovsky's been confirmed to be in net for the Panthers. Tampa is 7-2-1 in their last 10. Current 1-game losing streak. Vasilevsky is listed to be in net. They're in 2nd with 75 points in the Discover Central. Florida in 3rd with 75 points. Lightning on a back-to-back after facing Dallas on Friday and losing that game 5-2. Panthers' last game was on Monday when they defeated Dallas 5-4 in overtime. So both clubs last played Dallas. Tampa has won 3. Florida has won 3. All knotted up here at 3. This is a first of a 2-game set here. Teams play again this coming Monday to end the regular season. Barkov with 4 goals, 7 points in his last 5 for Florida, and he's definitely found his stride. I really like this Florida team, and they've continued to impress everyone. No one thought that Florida would be where they are. And I'm going to go home team here. I'm going to go home team to win the game. They're both at 75 points. One of these teams is going to jump, and take 2nd, and the other one's going to fall to 3rd. So I'm going to go Florida here. Home team. Next game, Detroit against the Columbus team. Another back-to-back. Columbus is 2-5-3 in their last 10. Current 1-game losing streak. Merzlikins listed to be in net for Columbus. Detroit 3-4-3 in their last 10. Current 1-game winning streak. Grice, I think he played Friday, so I'm pretty sure Bernier will be in net for Detroit. They're in 7th with 47 points in the Discover Central. Columbus in 8th with 46 points. Friday, the Red Wings won that game 5-2, one that we picked correctly. Last game of the season for these 2 bottom division teams. Some pride here as the losing team will finish last in this division. And yeah, Detroit exploded in that second period. I think they got 3 goals in just over 3 minutes, 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Detroit has won 4 now. They have the lead in the series. Columbus has won 3. I see Detroit getting another win. There's a lot of talent on this Detroit team, and I think a team that may even make the playoffs next year. I like Detroit. I'm going to go Detroit, visiting team. Next game, Montreal against Toronto. Scotia North matchup here. Toronto 6-2-2 in their last 10. Current 1-game winning streak. Campbell listed to be in net for Toronto against Montreal, who are 5-5-0 with a current 2-game losing streak. Jake Allen listed to be in net. They're in 4th with 57 points in the Scotia North. Toronto in 1st with 74 points. And this will be the last time these teams play each other for the regular season. On Thursday, the Leafs won 5-2 and outshot the Canadiens 35-21. Canadiens have won 3. The Leafs have won 6. Toronto has a comfortable lead in this division, and I believe one more win will secure their first place in the division. So I kind of see Toronto coming out and hammering this Montreal team again. Montreal's beat up, and I just don't see that they're in the same level as Toronto. I'm going to go Toronto, home team to win the game. That's my pick. Next game, Carolina against Nashville. Nashville is 5-4-1 in their last 10. Current 1-game losing streak. Sorrow's listed to be in net against Carolina. That's 7-0-3 in their last 10. Current overtime decision. Nedeljkovic is listed to be in net for Carolina. They're in 1st with 80 points in the Discover Central. Nashville in 4th with 60 points. Canes, Central Division champs. They've secured that, and they own it. On Thursday, they lost to Chicago, though, 2-1 in overtime. The Blue Jackets also defeated Nashville, so Nashville coming off a loss on Wednesday when the Blue Jackets beat them 4-2. Canes have won all 6 meetings between these clubs. The last game between teams was April 17th, and the Canes won that game 3-1. So Predators looking for their first win in this series, and I feel like it's a must-win for Nashville. All hope for the Canes has been in stride. He's got 5 assists and 3 goals in his last 5 games. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Carolina rest some players. I mean, they've got a bit of breathing room in the league division. I just see Nashville winning this game. Home team, Saros is going to stand up and have a big game. I'm going to see Nashville underdog to win the game. I like it. Next game, Anaheim against Minnesota. Minnesota 7-1-2 in their last 10. Current 1-game winning streak. Talbot has been confirmed to be in net for the Wild. Anaheim is 3-6-1 with an overtime decision. Ryan Miller is to be in net for Anaheim. They're in 8th with 42 points in the Honda West. Minnesota in 3rd with 73 points. Lots of back-to-back hockey here. Wild won Friday 4-3 in overtime. Wild now have a controlling 6-1 lead in this series. And this is the last game of the regular season for these clubs. Not going to be easy, but I mean, I think mathematically the Wild could still win this division. I don't think they're going to. Kaprizov for the Wild with 4 goals in his last 5. Fiala with 7 points in the last 5. Spurgeon with 4 assists. And I'm pretty sure, Talbot's confirmed to be in net, which I like. I think the Wild win, and it's not going to require extra time on Saturday. I think Minnesota wins the game. That's my pick. In regulation, no overtime. Next game, St. Louis against Vegas. If anyone watched that game here on Friday night, that was a great game. I mean, I lost it, and St. Louis pissed me off, but it was a great game. Vegas is 8-2-0 in their last 10, current 2-game winning streak. Fleury's listed to be in net against St. Louis, 5-2-3 in their last 10 with an overtime, 2 overtime decisions, actually. So they did get a point to give a little, anyway, they've clinched their playoff berth. Husso listed to be in net for St. Louis. They're in 4th with 57 points in the Honda West. Vegas in 1st with 78 points. Great game Friday night between these two teams. Both goalies played phenomenal. They did. Leonard played really well. And Bennington played really well. Game went into overtime and Vegas won the game 4-3. It was a really exciting overtime too. Real back and forth game. Vegas now has a 5-2 lead in this series, and the last game between these two in the regular season will be played here Saturday. Blues played a hard game, winning 50% of the face-offs and outshot Vegas 41-25. Out-hit Vegas. They out-hit Vegas 41-25. Vegas actually ended up on top for shots. They outshot the Blues 35-25. Stone's still leading the team with 3 goals, 6 points in his last 5 for Vegas. And I expect another hard-fought game. You know, it's just a tough call sometimes because at this time of the year, you don't know who's resting players, who's resting, who's not really giving it. It's a tough call. It's a kind of a coin toss. Vegas likes their home. You got to go Vegas here. Vegas is going to be my pick. I might do Blues puck line plus 1.5. I'm not sure yet. Anyway, next game, Colorado against the LA Kings. LA 5-5-0 in their last 10, current 1-game losing streak. Troy Grosenick is listed to be in net for the Kings. Colorado is 6-4-0 in their last 10, current 1-game winning streak. Johannesson is listed to be in net for Colorado. They're in 2nd with 74 points in the Honda West. The Kings in 6th with 48 points. And another back-to-back. Avalanche won 3-2 on Friday against LA. The Kings put one in the net in the 3rd, but came up short. Colorado outshot LA 37-17. Colorado now leads the series 4-1. It's so tight atop this division. In the Honda West, you got Minnesota with 73 to play, Colorado at 74 with 4 to play, and Vegas at 78 with 3 to play. Tough, really tough. Colorado to win. Visiting team, that's my pick. I think all 3 teams that are at the top of that division are going to fight really hard still, right till the end. Next game, we got Vancouver against Edmonton. Edmonton is 7-3-0 in their last 10, current 1-game losing streak. Mike Smith listed to be in net for Edmonton. Vancouver 3-7-0 in their last 10, current 1-game winning streak. Thatcher Demko listed to be in net. They're in 7th with 43 points in the Scotia North. Edmonton in 2nd with 66 points. Thursday, Vancouver had a good first period and defeated the Oilers 6-3. Canucks have won 3. Oilers have won 5. McDavid at 96 points. Oilers outshot the Canucks 42-27 in their 6-3 loss Thursday. Demko played an awesome game, even stopping McDavid on a penalty shot. But Vancouver got 4 quick goals. Their first 4 shots on net were goals, which is just mind-boggling. And you know that's not going to happen again. That was an odd thing to have happen. Edmonton's going to win the game here. Edmonton, that's my pick. Last game, I believe. Yes, last game. Arizona against San Jose. San Jose, 3-5-2 in their last 10. Current 1-game losing streak. Alexia Melnichuk is to be in net. Another young guy for San Jose. Arizona, 3-6-1 in their last 10. Current 1-game winning streak. Ranta listed to be in net. In the Honda West, Arizona sits in 5th with 52 points. San Jose, 4 points behind them, 7th with 48 points. Last game, and a back-to-back. Coyotes played a great comeback game Friday. They were down 2-0, and then they came back and scored 5 goals, winning the game 5-2. Last game of the season for the Coyotes. The Sharks have one more after this where they play Vegas. Coyotes now lead the series 4-3, and we will get another look at that young goaltender, Melnichuk. He played 9 minutes in a game back in February, and he stopped all 5 shots that he faced, and that's all the action he's seen so far. So is he going to stand up? Possibly. Is he going to be a train wreck? Possibly. One of these games where it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go San Jose. I'm going to go home team. I don't see Arizona winning 2 in a row. My pick is San Jose to win the game. Edmonton to beat Vancouver. Colorado to beat the Kings. Vegas to beat St. Louis. Minnesota to beat Anaheim. Nashville to beat Carolina. Toronto to beat Montreal. Detroit to beat the Columbus. Florida to beat Tampa. Washington to beat Philadelphia. New Jersey to beat the Islanders, Ottawa to beat Winnipeg, Pittsburgh to beat Buffalo, and Boston to beat the Rangers. I'm going to use the Minnesota Wild as my best bet. I like that. It's kind of nice. I heard that there's going to be more fan capacity in these playoff games too, which is going to be good for the game. I put a couple bets out. I did Devils puck line plus 1.5 because it paid 1.8, which I like. And I'm going to go Nashville money line 2.2. Those two bets I placed and I parlayed them. There's other games I'm going to look at, but I can't do it till the morning because odds aren't out and I want to get to sleep. But I'm going to look at Minnesota. I'm going to look at Florida. I'm going to look at Washington, Colorado, Edmonton, Toronto, and Minnesota in that 3-gamer there maybe. But I'll probably make a post for you guys in the morning to let you know what I end up doing on those other games. But for now, I'm taking the Devils puck line plus 1.5 at 1.8 and Nashville money line at 2.2. Minnesota, the best bet. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Lots of hockey. Enjoy it. Stay safe. Thanks for watching. Talk soon.